Hi, hey there, Emmanuel here, and today apparently, the console version of Valorant is announced, so we'll be checking that out, with a few of the trailers and apparently how they made the game. So let's get right into it. It's gonna be a pretty long video, so grab your snacks and drinks and let's get right to it. So this is the announcement trailer. Okay, looks nice. Pretty dope.
So we just friends. I take no offense.
Hey, VCT and then some content creators. Whoa, looks nice though. Some cosplayers as well.
Why don't we play it again? Why don't we play it again?
Damn, some animated stuff as well. Concerts. Artwork, holy shit. Woo! Game changers also. Wow, pretty dope. Damn, billboards. Character showcases. Holy shit. This shit be fire though. Hey, Pokey. Hey, Clove. That's my main. Yep, it's coming to consoles and stuff. Okay, so this is more of just an announcement thing. Yeah. Okay, so this is just like showcasing what Valorant is like for those console players. Okay, so now let's go on to the actual gameplay trailer thing. So yeah, let's just get right into it. Dang.
Target down.
Okay, so this kind of like a half ADS state. Yes, probably gonna have like 120 FPS on console. It's a super easy to run game, so why not, right? I'm wondering why didn't it release for like the previous console. Yeah, I'm wondering why didn't it release for like the previous gen consoles, because a lot of people probably got like the previous gen consoles. So I don't know, or maybe they just want to keep it level playing field to like 120 FPS. And yeah, I guess the cheapest way to play Valorant now is just an Xbox Series S. I think that can probably run at 120 because Valorant is not a hard game to run. On like a GTX 1050, you can run it at like 144 hertz. So yeah, you know, doable. It's like Apex but times 2 FPS, right?
Time for the fireworks. Healing you.
Probably gonna have like high graphics, I think. Looks like it's running on high graphics though.
What's this?
Woo! That's nice.
Reeling them in.
I got ADS and half ADS. I don't know how does that work.
No one can hold that breath forever.
Yeah, apparently the console one seems to apparently the console one seems to be a bit slower pace. I think seems to be a bit slower pace to me at least. Because mouse you can still flick, but like the joystick you can't really do that, you know what I'm saying? So I think the console one is probably gonna be a lot more slower pace, and probably some weapons are gonna be a bit more overpowered. I don't know how they're gonna do the aim assist though. So yeah, or are they just not gonna have aim assist like Rainbow Six? And are they gonna have like PC compatibility or whatnot? With Rainbow Six. So I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna do it. Are they gonna have crossplay like how Rainbow Six does it, where you have no aim assist on both platforms, but you can play with controller players if you want, but they're just locked input methods, unless you invite like a controller player to your team or whatnot. Same with I think PC as well, but you only can play like in normal matches, and like competitive mode is locked for that. We're gonna have Apex where you can have both input methods in the same game. I don't know. But yeah, let's check out the dev diaries and then let's see how they're gonna explain it.
When we first started working on Valorant, we had our wild hopes and dreams that this would be a shooter that everybody in the world could play.
All right, I'm going in.
Yeah,
Valorant
pretty
would be
easy to
something
run,
that
so
empowered players'
there you go.
creativity, empowered their expression. It could change how they think about tactical shooters. When I think about how far Val has come as a game over the last...
Oh yeah, and another thing about gyro control as well, because you can technically use gyro to aim, and you can just like swing your controller around like this, like what I used to do before I could aim on thumbsticks, right? Which is to just hold the controller like this and then just aim using gyro. So how are they gonna do it? Like if people are aiming on thumbstick and then on gyro, are they gonna have gyro all that? Like that's a good question actually. Because with gyro, basically this becomes a mouse, right? You can just like whoop, and then if you set your gyro really high, you can just like whoop, and then it becomes a mouse. Like same thing as this whoop. So how are they gonna do that?
4 years.
Good question.
Now
actually.
feels like the right time to bring Valorant to console players.
With this console version of the game, but we were asking for the team.
Okay, I think I know why they released Valorant for console. Big conspiracy theory, but mostly there isn't any tactical shooters on like consoles, something like CS and stuff like that, right? The only one is probably Rainbow Six, right? And apparently, and of course, as you guys know, Valorant is in the same vein as X Defiant. It's just that with Valorant, it's CS:GO like gunplay, right? But with X Defiant, it's Call of Duty gunplay. So that I think what they're trying to do, releasing it on consoles, is trying to pull some of the X Defiant people over to Valorant, because I know X Defiant has been pulling a lot of people away, from what I know at least, pulling quite a bit of people away from Valorant on PC. And I'm like one of those people that will be playing X Defiant, of course, because I played COD growing up and whatnot, many years back. So yeah, I think they're trying to do that, but on the reverse, because X Defiant is pulling people away from Valorant on PC. So releasing that on console, they're trying to pull people away from X Defiant on console. That makes sense. So it's like an opposite effect kind of thing.
To do was actually just be very curious. What maybe started as some amount of skepticism turned into optimism. And once they had that, then they turned it into a determination that they're going to make something that players...
I mean, you could play controller on like Valorant, but you probably have to use like rewards and stuff like that, and you don't get aim assist. It's basically like complete like dumpster fire if you're playing against mouse and keyboard player, right? Especially with a mouse. So yeah, interesting to see how they're gonna do it.
Truly love.
There are components of Val that exist in other games on console. What Val brings that is maybe different is it's highly tactical combat that has high highs and low lows.
No, people could say Rainbow Six is highly tactical. Just say that it is a different, it's a completely different experience. Basically, like imagine you CS came to console. It's a completely different, like a slow FPS kind of gameplay, kind of, I guess.
Allows for
Put it
a
that
tremendous
way.
amount of expression from the player, and we believe that is
Highly
a combination that players on console are hungry for.
My name's Dre. I go by your boy Dre in game. I've had a pro background for 5 years, and I am a part of the Valorant.
Because for consoles, if I'm not wrong, it is way harder to stop and shoot, especially if you know you have your this on your thumbstick all the time. You know, unless you have a pretty big dead zone, and then for you to pick really fast, this is walk, and then this is shoot, and then this is like sprint. So, you know, you're probably gonna walk first, then sprint, rather than, you know, for PC, right? You can just like sprint immediately. But for consoles, you can't do that with the joystick and all that. So there you go. Yeah.
A game analysis team for Riot.
My name's Devin. I go by Demise. I have previous background in Call of Duty as a professional player. I'm also part of the game analysis team at Riot.
We are just a group of passionate gamers who have come together, and we just give a different look and a different form of insight that designers might not
Unless
have.
they put like toggle walk
as
on
like
like
high-level gamers.
this config.
Obviously, controllers are
I think
very
that was
different from
something.
mouse and keyboard.
Yeah, no
so
shit, right?
Figuring out how to
Just all
adapt
analog.
Valorant to still feel like Valorant on console, but through a different control paradigm, definitely took a lot of effort and was one of our biggest challenges.
I remember there was one specific moment in development when we knew we had it.
I feel like Valorant on console, you need to have like a modded controller, because taking your thing off the thumbstick to just throw an ability and then someone's just gonna swing you, it's gonna be horrible.
We play a best of 3 match on controller,
He's
and
gonna
one of
want
the
that
teams
view, it's like,
won, and then the other team was like, "No, we're going again. Like, we're not done. Like, we got to get back out there." And it was this moment of like, "Oh, people are taking it way more seriously. They're trying to get better. They want to compete and they want to win." To me, that moment of you're not just playing for work, you're playing because the game is really fun is like, "Oh, we have something. This is what we want players to experience."
Valorant is a very mouse-focused game. It requires a lot of dexterity.
No shit.
One of the things that we really focused on when we were getting the game to feel really good on controller was to manage the limitations of it. You're trying to move through the environment with your right stick as fast as you can, but you also need to be hyper precise. Being able to do both of those things with one stick is a very challenging problem.
When we first got our hands on Valorant on console, it was a much different experience than we have right now.
It was a bit clunky. We needed something to make it easier for players to slow down and hone in on gunfights when they need to. I think our switch to what we call a focus mode, that was a big turning point for us.
Oh, so
when I
that's
kinda
called
had that
focus
click.
mode.
I felt like
What's the
maybe
difference
this could
between that
actually
and
work.
ADS?
It's kind of your button you press before you take a fight. Your sensitivity drops down, you zoom in, you become precise, you should
Oh, so it's instant. Unlike ADS, you have to take a bit of time before. Okay.
feel like you're about to be accurate when you're trying to hit the really long range shot.
So it's kind of like PUBG where you like aim and then after you have an aim and an ADS. But the aim doesn't affect like your spread or whatnot. It just affects your sensitivity. Okay, that's actually quite nice.
really far, you know. Things that seemed very impossible, like turning a flash or like shooting a silver dart, are now pretty easy to do with practice.
What we did
Nah, it's still gonna be difficult because you gotta not only turn fast, but you gotta be precise at it. So, well, it's gonna be difficult unless there's some like aim assist stuck to that.
didn't want console players to feel like they were getting was a watered down version of the game or something that didn't meet the same level of competition and mastery that we were.
No, it's not. It's never gonna be the same. It's never gonna be the same. It's like, yeah, it's never gonna be the same. It's like playing Call of Duty on controller and keyboard and mouse. Controller on Call of Duty is just broken. Probably the same for Valorant, but the opposite where mouse and keyboard is just broken.
We're seeing in the PC.
Our gameplay analysis team has extensive backgrounds in both Valorant and console shooters, and that level of nuanced, detailed feedback
Console shooters, basically Call of Duty. Let's be honest, right? Those type of games.
has enabled us to dial in the game to get it to where it is today.
The designers really did a great job of tweaking every agent individually.
The Agents are an incredibly deep part of this game, and everyone brings its own unique set of skills and abilities to the table.
I think you will like this.
A big concern I had coming in was just how little input controller gives us.
Yeah, no shit,
from
right?
PC, you have like possibly hundreds of inputs on a keyboard.
We wanted to make sure that
Unless you have a modded controller, that is the deal. But if you have a regular gaming controller, you're kind of fucked.
every agent on console
Especially when you have so many freaking abilities. It feels like you actually need a modded controller for this.
felt balanced and
Like with some back
considerate of
buttons.
the control scheme.
Our ability mapping for agents feels like very intuitive, and being able to gain that mastery over that specific character has been like really rewarding.
Nope. It's not gonna be enough. You have 3 abilities and 1 ultimate. Let's say 1 ultimate is bound to, just pressing the bumper. Boop. You have 3, right? You have 1, 2, and 3. Okay, let's say you bind one of it to your right button press down, right? You still got 2 more. So where the 2 more gonna go, it's probably gonna go on your face buttons. Which means, or a D-pad, which means you either need to play in claw or you need to have at least, buttons on the back of your controller that, you have at least 2 buttons on the back of your controller. And that's just to use your abilities. Not even to freaking like reload or swap weapons. So yeah, because of how many abilities you have in this game, you kind of need modded controller. I think at least.
When we talk about competitive games, one of the most important parts of any competitive game is dialing in your settings.
Right now, like we're all going through the process of just sharing settings and just coming up with new ideas on ways to play console.
We're not trying.
Oh, okay. Let's take a look at this one. Okay, so this probably much better. Look at it. Focus, sniper, hold. Yep. I probably will swap these if I'm playing on console. But yeah, let's put it a different way. This one, okay. Focus, sniper, hold. Yep. Ability 1, ability 2. Swap weapon, jump, reload, equip melee, hold, ADS. Oh shit. This is set to ADS? It's not bound to this? Oh no. Oh no. That is actually quite bad. What happens if you need to hold a Vandal at like longer ranges or like a Guardian? Oh no, that's actually quite bad. They should move the ADS to here along with the sniper scope hold. Yeah, they should. Oh no, that is actually quite bad because you have L2 plus R3. Oh no, that is actually... Nah, you shouldn't do that, man. L2 plus... So you have to hold both just to ADS? No, man. That is screwed. Okay. They should put ability 3 to here. God damn. Okay. Com wheel, drop item, plant, inspect, spray, crouch. Okay, crouch. Yeah, crouch to here makes sense. Probably this should be where ability 3 is, and then here, and then ultimate. Yep. I would say that this ADS should be together with this, or at least you can bind it together with this.
We're not trying to force any specific.
Okay, you can bind all of these. Okay, so hopefully they have a button combination that you can do for ADS to put this together with ADS. If not, I think a lot of console players will be mad because basically on your rifles, SMGs or whatnot, when you need to ADS to hold an angle to be more accurate, you can't. Kind of fucked, in my opinion. So,
any specific presets. We've added on several presets to ensure that all players coming from all sorts of different console games will be comfortable playing our game, whether that's bumper jumper or something very traditional.
You got to be able to set your settings the way you want them and we've made sure that players get to customize their controls however
Hopefully.
they want.
We believe we have built the right infrastructure, the right tooling to really make...
I hope for Neon Slide you can actually bind it together with Crouch. And like, I don't know, hold or something to use to run with her ability. And then after that, press to slide. I don't know. Hopefully you can do that.
the promise of the game shine. Valorant is one ecosystem. It doesn't matter what platform you're on, it's one community. We didn't want you to have to go create a new account or to worry about where should I go to progress my battle pass.
Okay, combo inputs. I hope they do the combo inputs right. If not, it is going to be absolutely fucked because of how many abilities you can do in game, and then like some abilities you need to activate it first, then use, stuff like that. You can't just like in Call of Duty press one button and then like take a grenade and throw. You know what I mean? It don't work like that. You gotta hold your grenade and then throw. It's not gonna be like an instant use utility unless they do have that. But I don't think they're gonna have that, so it's gonna be a bit more difficult.
To us, a part of that is making sure that whenever you log into Valorant,
and you gotta understand, many of these players are coming from Call of Duty, so you gotta make the shit like Call of Duty. If not, a lot of people will just be like, fuck it, I'm gonna play Apex, I'm gonna play COD, fuck Valorant. So if Valorant don't do the combo inputs right, or they don't have like certain abilities that have instant usage, like throwing a grenade instantly, you can just click, throw, or hold, and then you can just hold your grenade when you press down the button. Then I think, yeah, it might take a lot of time to get used to for COD players, and even a lot of COD players might just like not play Valorant because it is not familiar to them.
it's your Valorant. We made the very conscious choice of not having crossplay between PC and...
Okay. What I listened just now was before this was that progression on Battle Pass, you can use the same account, progression on Battle Pass, okay, but for the competitive rank, I think it's going to be different.
And consoles, because we don't want players to have to wonder, is the person I'm playing against using a controller or a keyboard and mouse or whatever else?
When I watch players experience
aim assist. Hello? Are you not going to talk about aim assist? Hello? We are in this part of the video not going to talk about aim assist. Call of Duty has aim assist. Almost every shooter on controller has aim assist, like 90%. Rainbow Six and this doesn't have. Are you not gonna talk whether it has aim assist, doesn't have aim assist? Bro, this is an important topic. Because if you don't have aim assist, it's probably not gonna be very beginner friendly.
the love of Valorant in that truly pure way, and it doesn't matter what hardware they're on.
Your way, so I'm assuming there's not gonna be aim assist, but you need to clarify this, man.
That's how we know we've got it. That's what gives us the courage to launch Valorant to console.
I think the thing that makes Valorant really unique is just the global community as a whole.
Between the game and the esport and the cosplay and the music and
another thing, are they gonna have esport for console Valorant? Or are they just gonna have it like just only for PC? Like Call of Duty, if you don't use a controller, no competitive game mode for you. Are it gonna be the same as Valorant, but the opposite side, where if you're not gonna use a keyboard and mouse, no pro play for you?
Music videos and the incredible passion players show in and out of the game.
When console players come into the community, they get to experience that same thrill and that same level of play.
We are so dependent on console players joining the beta and telling us, where are we doing it right? Where are we not doing it right? We're excited to engage directly with players so that they can help us grow and make this game amazing for everyone.
Hopefully they will take in feedback, because if they don't, I'm telling you, a lot of people will be playing X Defiant on console, and Valorant will just be a barren wasteland. So they need to implement features like they have on Call of Duty. So what I recommend, look at Call of Duty, copy whatever they have, their aiming system or whatnot, and put it into Valorant. And then give people the choice for like, customizing every single button and combo inputs as well. And yeah, I think it could be a big hit on console, because you gotta know a lot of people are coming from games like Call of Duty, Apex, Gears 5, whatever shit it is. Their FPS game is probably something like a run and gun game, not like, you have to stop to shoot kind of deal. So yeah, and I'm assuming SMGs will be really, really prominent in console because you can run and gun. That's just me. Stopping to shoot will be really difficult. So I don't know. Maybe they have a keybind. Maybe when you hit focus mode, you straight away stop to shoot. I hope they have that feature. That would be a really, really goddamn useful feature. And if they don't put that in, if they don't have that option in, I think it might be really hard for like people on console to play Valorant because of that. But that's just me, man. I have a lot of questions, like, holy shit. And I swear to God, when they release it on console, when I see the gameplay and whatnot, I hope they're gonna implement whatever I said. Because as someone who, I mean, I don't have a console, but I play on controller on like Destiny and whatnot, right? I kind of understand the pain that controller players have, and some of the things that you have to do to make a PC game viable, like a mouse and keyboard game viable on controller, right? There's a reason why controller has a lot of combo inputs and whatnot. And yeah, I hope they answer my question. Aim assist. Does this game have aim assist? Combo inputs. What combo inputs do they have? Are you able to chain, certain things to, like, if on the same button, where if I press it, if I tap, I can do one action. If I hold, I can do another action. They need to have that in along with aim assist, as I said. Are they gonna have aim assist? Please answer that goddamn question. And yeah, are they gonna have high frame rate, 120 hertz? I think they're probably gonna have it. And are you able to invite even players, crossplay in like custom game, just a custom game? Is it even gonna be possible? Because if it's not even gonna be possible, then shit, you're gonna alienate a lot of people. And how about pro play? Are they gonna have two separate ones? Or are they just gonna be like the, Call of Duty, where like, but the reverse, where like if you don't play on keyboard and mouse, no professional progression for you? They gotta answer that shit as well. But yeah, let me know what do you think about the console release. What questions do you have? Let me know down in the comment section below. I will read it, and let me know from what you see so far, just a glimpse of it. Is it going to be a dumpster fire? Because I mean, there's a lot of unanswered questions. It could, start a whole new trend of like Counter-Strike type shooters to console, or it could like totally kill it because of how they handle inputs. Like, that is the key thing. So yeah, let me know what you think, man. But anyways, if you like this video, hey, drop a like, subscribe, and yeah, I hope to see you all in the next video, when this actually releases and we actually get more, info about it. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.